The long-term capital gains on sale of immovable property such as land or building occurs when such immovable property is sold after 24 months from the date of its purchase. Thus, the details that would be required in order to show the long-term capital gains in ITR 2 and ITR 3 would be as follows. The sales value, the stamped duty value of the property, the date of its sale, the purchase price without the indexation, the date of purchase, that is the year of purchase, the purchase price with the indexation benefit, that is after considering the indexation effect. We'll tell you how we calculate this. The cost of improvements without the indexation, the year of improvements, and the cost of improvements with indexation. This again we'll teach you how to calculate. Now let's understand, when does an LTCG occur? A long-term capital gains occurs when the property is sold after 24 months from the date of its purchase. In our case, it's more than 24 months, that is more than 2 years. Now let's see how we calculate the purchase price with the indexation benefit. For this purpose, we'll first have to identify the financial year in which the purchase was made, and that would be 2018 and 19. And what would be the financial year for cost of improvements? That would be financial year 2022-23. Now let's show you how we calculate the purchase price with the indexation benefit. We pull out the cost of inflation index table first. Here we have highlighted the 2 years, that is 2018-19 and 2025-26, since we are calculating it only for the purchase price now. What we will be doing is, we'll take the purchase price first without the indexation benefit, that is 36 lakhs, and divide it by the cost of inflation index for the financial year 2018-19, that is 280. So we divide 36 lakhs by 280, and then we multiply it by the cost of inflation index for the current year, that is 2025-26, which is 376. This is just to account for the indexation benefit, and this process has been allowed by the income tax rules only. So we just account for the indexation benefit here, that is the cost of inflation. So this would be the purchase price with the indexation benefit. So the purchase price with indexation benefit would be this. Likewise, we calculate the cost of improvements with the indexation benefit. 250,000 divided by 331 into 376, which would be 2,83,988. So apart from these details, you would also be needing the following details. That is the name of the buyer, the PAN Aadhaar, the percentage share of the buyer, the address of the buyer, and the amount of consideration. Now let's quickly move on to the return filing offline utility, that is ITR 2 or ITR 3. Once you click open the return filing offline utility, first fill in the general personal information tab. This contains the personal information of the taxpayer. Once you do that, move on to the capital gains schedule, that is this one. Click on long-term capital gain and then table 1. Click on this, add another. Now start entering the details. The sales value, the stamp duty value, the cost of acquisition, that is the purchase price, and the index cost of acquisition gets automatically calculated. Now click on add another. That's 22-23. Once you fill in these details, click on add another and mention the details of the buyers also. That is the name of the buyer, the PAN number, Aadhaar number, the percentage share of the buyer, the amount, the address of the property, the state and the PIN code. Once all of these details are filled in, click on save. So this is how you fill in the long-term capital gains schedule in ITR 2 and ITR 3.